For context, the Sony MDR M1 is a set of wired headphones meant to live at a computer or mixing station and not travel with you outside. As far as bells and whistles go, there's really nothing here. These are just headphones. They play sound, and they don't have any advanced circuitry or doodads, a simple tool for a simple task. It is quite funny to me that, like the open-back MV1s, the MDR M1s is almost a carbon copy of the V6 in 7506 aesthetically. God, I love Sony's product names! I mean, come on, look at these things. Even the sticker is the same, and that hasn't changed in 40 years. 40! It's very clear that Sony wants you to think of these older headphones when picking up the M1s, and for good reason. They're classics. But compared to the older 7506, the new M1s have much thicker padding, removable cables via threaded plugs, and the ability to lie flat. All these upgrades we've been hoping to see for decades, so good job, Sony. I'd prefer non-threaded jacks, but hey, moving in the right direction, eh? At just 216 grams, the MDR M1 is a very comfortable set of headphones, even if they tend to build up heat a little bit after wearing them for a few hours. Still, that's a welcome thing in my basement, as it's quite cold in Canada this time of year. If you were hoping for studio cans that were great to listen to, I'm afraid that these aren't quite it. In fact, these have a number of foibles that might annoy you. Let's just jump into the data to paint a picture here. Starting with the frequency response, we can see that like several other production headphones like the Sennheiser HD490, Sony MDR 7506, and Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro, there are some significant departures from what we feel will sound good to most people. That's really okay, but it does mean that you need to be aware of how these cans will affect your end mix. To better illustrate what I mean, let's take a look at the error curve here. You can see that the highs are quite underemphasized from 2 to 7 kilohertz, which would mean that you might be tempted to boost these ranges in your music to make them sound a little more normal. However, if you find that your end products are deficient in the highs, you might want this kind of product to help you avoid that. Additionally, the big dip at 200 Hz coupled with the sub-bass emphasis means that higher pitched voices are going to struggle a little bit when there's a lot of mid or sub-bass heavy content. This isn't all that unusual for a set of headphones to have, but it's worth noting that it's something that you'll have to watch out for. Speaking of things to watch out for, these headphones exhibit some odd distortion behavior. Even the multi-dimensional audio quality scores pick this up, dropping the already middling distortion score from 3.3 to 3.1 with a 10 decibel increase in level. For someone looking to listen to music with their wired headphones, the Sony MDR M1 is fine and likely to satisfy most listeners. The aforementioned multi-dimensional audio quality scores tell us that the Sony MDR M1 would be overwhelmingly positively rated by untrained listeners, even if the overall sound isn't perfect.